At Sierra, discover joyous deals on great gifts for everyone on your list. Like cozy slippers, ski gear, fishing poles, bikes, large kayaks, even larger canoes. Whew, which might lead to another discovery. Wrapping gifts is the only sport you need to stay fit this season. 'Tis the season to discover great gifts at unexpectedly low prices. Sierra, let's get moving.
Meet the computer you can talk to. With Copilot on Windows, working, creating, and collaborating is as easy as talking. Got writer's block? Share your screen with Copilot Vision to help spark inspiration, and use Copilot Voice to have a conversation and brainstorm ideas. Or maybe you need some tech help. With Copilot Vision, Copilot sees what you see. Let Copilot talk you through step-by-step guidance so you can master new apps, games, and skills faster. Try now at windows.com/Copilot.
Exploring both interstellar and interpersonal space-time continuums. The Last Show with David Cooper.
This weekend, something amazing is happening in the sky. All you have to do is look up, and you probably don't need a hard hat for it. The Geminid meteor shower is going to peak. 120 meteors per hour could streak across the sky, depending on where you are. And we're here with Dr. Sarah Rugheimer, an astrobiologist and professor at the University of Edinburgh. Her book, Searching for Extraterrestrial Life, you can find as an Audible original on audible.com. I just did that all from memory, Sarah. I didn't read it. Did I get it all right?
You did, and I guess it's just a hallmark of how many times I've had wonderful chats with you about astronomy.
So, meteor showers, how do they happen? The Earth is just like going through space, and then we go through a region with lots of rocks in it, and boom, the sky lights up? Is it really that simple?
It is that simple, yeah. And this is why a lot of them are periodic. You know, at certain times of year, we get these meteor showers so we can predict them very well. And this is going to be probably the best of the year. So get out there and go see it.
And okay, so the Earth, it goes through a predictable place every time of the year. It orbits the sun the same every year, as I understand it. And that's why we have seasons. Just kidding. We have seasons because of the Earth's axis.
Did you actually know, on that note, did you know when are we closest to the sun?
I think maybe in North American winter?
Yeah, it's January. We're closest to the sun in January by like a few million miles. People are often blown away when they learn that fun fact.
When people think that we have seasons because the Earth is further away from the sun, I always say, but what about Australia? And then it blows their mind. Okay, but back to the meteor shower. What is it like an asteroid belt, or is it just an area with debris, or I like to say debris, even though that's an incorrect pronunciation? What are we passing through that causes the Geminids?
Yes, this debris, shall we say, of asteroid 3200 Phaethon. And this asteroid is the remnants of this asteroid, this debris, and we're just going through it. And then you get these meteoroids that come through our atmosphere. And when they do, they heat up, they burn, and often the meteors appear white, but sometimes they can glow different colors based on what they're made of. So it depends on the elements, so to speak, of the sodium, magnesium, calcium. So you can get sometimes some fun colors with them too.
Two questions here. One, why can't you just name it like Paul? Why does it have to be named 3200 Phaethon?
Phaethon, yeah. I mean, a lot of them, the naming conventions are usually historical. You have to have a number because there's so many of them. Though it is the goal of my life to get an asteroid named after me. That would be really fun. A lot of scientists do have them. It's like not that uncommon.
Would it just be called Sarah, or would it be some fun pun based on your name?
I don't know, Rugheimer, Rugi, you know,
Rugi,
it could just
like
be
it.
Rugheimer, you know, it could just be Rugheimer, but I think Rugi would be pretty great.
Okay, and the other question is, why do they create this amazing light? Side note, I know it's friction, which kind of makes no sense because you think the Earth's atmosphere is just air, things can pass through it. But when you go really fast and you hit the atmosphere, you generate a ton of heat, a ton of friction, and that's why these rocks burn up. I just asked you the question and then attempted to answer it.
You did, and you answered it very well.
Great interview tactic. Invite the guest, ask the question, and then answer the question, leaving the guest with nothing to say.
I mean, but you are right. And I mean, while air is diffuse to us, you know, if you're going fast enough, it's not. I mean, imagine this is when you ride a bike fast down a hill, you get that pressure from the air. So you definitely can imagine just something going many, many, many times faster, that friction is just going to heat it up, burn it up, and that's what we see.
Okay, I'm going to ask it a question and then I'm not going to answer it. What is the best way to see the Geminids this weekend?
Yeah, so you want to look in the sky towards the constellation Gemini. That's like the most important part. And so Orion is a pretty easy constellation for people to find. And you're going to follow from the bottom ankle of Orion up through the top left shoulder. You're going to draw a line from that, and that gets you to constellation Gemini. You have two stars, Castor and Pollux. These are the heads of the twins, and those are the bright stars. And that's roughly where this meteor shower is emanating from. So you'll kind of look in that general direction, and there should be up to, I've heard even up to 150 meteors per hour, which is pretty cool.
That's like 1 or 2 a minute, or even 3 a minute, or maybe 75 a minute. Random, it works in odd ways. Under what conditions are best to view it? I imagine on top of my building in New York City, it's going to be great. I'm going to see it very clearly. Yeah. There's no light pollution.
Yeah, all that. Yeah, well, you want a power outage, I guess, in New York for that to happen. Certainly less light is better, of course. Even the moon's light can make it a lot harder to see them. So you would like to go out before the moon rises, look in the general direction, so roughly northeast part of the sky, and ideally be away from city lights.
How come no one ever talks about the fact that the moon is visible during the day? We all act like the moon's out at night and the sun's out at day, and the moon's just, they're opposites. But the moon's out there during the day. How come we never talk about that?
I don't know, but one of my favorite things is when the moon is full, often it's setting right as you have sunset, and so it gets this beautiful glow and colors on it. So that's one of my favorite daytime moon sightings.
Okay. All right. The next thing I want to talk about is how it's been a great year for the auroras. I feel like all my friends have snapped these amazing pictures. Why has this year been such a good one for the aurora borealis? The northern lights, I think, is the word I'm looking for here.
Yeah. So sadly, I also have not seen them this year. And I know I have some shame about it because I love aurora, and I feel like I have not done a good job of my nighttime sky observing, but I'm in Scotland, in my defense, and the clouds are pretty overwhelming here.
It rains there?
Just a little bit every, once in a
day.
Blue moon. yeah, basically like 5 times a day. So no, but the aurora is active right now because we're at solar maximum, and so our sun's activity is just a lot higher, and it's producing a lot more of this radiation and these coronal mass ejections, which once it happens, then usually we have a couple day warning, so we can predict when the aurora is going to come.
Because we can see it before we see the light from it, but then it zooms across slower than the speed of light.
Yes.
And boom. Okay, cool. So we know it's coming.
It's not the light coming, it's actually particles coming, right? Ooh. So they're traveling slower than the light. So we see this rupture in the sun, and then it takes a few days to get to us. And so we just had one, I think like yesterday or the day before, so pretty recent. And it's worth just getting one of these Aurora Watch sort of apps on your phone that can tell you, oh, look out tonight, and then go out and do it, So there's different types of seeing the aurora. So I find it most compelling when you can see them with your naked eye. I've seen the aurora a few times in my life, and they're beautiful. You can also see like phone aurora, which is basically where if you put your phone on a tripod, when aurora is happening, it will show up on your phone. And so that's kind of the minimum level of activity. You can still see it with your phone. It's nice when you can see it with your naked eye, and you can just set your app threshold accordingly.
We said we would have you back on the show when 3I Atlas, the comet, the interstellar comet, the third one of its kind, came out from the other side of the sun, and we would be able to see it again to confirm that it's definitely aliens. So is 3I Atlas definitely aliens?
Sadly, it's still looking like a comet. It's just doing its normal comet things. It's going to make a close approach to us, actually, in just 5 days or so. Or when is it? December 19th is when it's going to do its closest approach to Earth. Nothing odd about it. It's very comet-like. So it's just zooming through our system, having a good time. Either that or the aliens are really good at impersonating comets.
That is one possibility. You can't outrule that. Well, Dr. Sarah Rugheimer is an astrophysicist. She's a professor at the University of Edinburgh. Check out her book, Searching for Extraterrestrial Life. That's an Audible original on audible.com. Sarah, always a joy having you on the show. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Doug. Here we have the Limu Emu in its natural habitat, helping people customize their car insurance and save hundreds with Liberty Mutual. Fascinating. It's accompanied by his natural ally, Doug.
Limu? Is that guy with the binoculars watching us?
Cut the camera. They see us.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Savings vary. Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Excludes Massachusetts.